My name is Cynthia Haruyama. I'm the deputy director here. I've been on staff for 8 years. I've probably been a member for 30 years. I counted that up the other day and I was kind of astonished at that number. As the deputy director, I came on when we were just beginning the campaign to build the Cultural Crossing Village, and I ran that campaign, and as well as standing in for Steve, our CEO, whenever he's out of town. And then I think subsequent to that, I would describe my job as solving problems that really don't fall to anyone else in the organization. And who knows what those are, but during COVID, there are a lot of them. Well, I thought I would share with you today a poem by the great poet of the 17th century, Basho, of the Edo period. He's one of the big four of Japanese poets. And if my Japanese were better, and I have to apologize, it's not, I would read it in Japanese. It's beautiful in Japanese, but I will read it in the translation here. Drinking the morning green tea, the monk is calm, the flowers of chrysanthemum. There's no doubt that Japanese gardens, with their emphasis on maples, really have a special flair in fall. I think it's a very Japanese flair, which is that it is not meant to be the harbinger of the bounteous season to come, because so much of our Western gardens feature flowers, which is a harbinger of summer. But here, the most spectacular time is the harbinger of the quiet time, the time where, in a way, of Ma, which is of empty space, and of course it's not empty, but when we get down to just the most basic components of a garden, it's the stones, the water, and the tree structures, and we see it truly as that bare but essential place. I think that's one of the reasons I love fall. At this time of year, we as Americans are about to go into our season of thankfulness. And so fall is inevitably linked to us, to that season. And so for me, here in this Japanese garden here in Portland, as a lifelong Portlander, I think of how grateful I am for the generations of people who created this garden. And of course, the 1,100 years of wisdom that created Japanese gardens to begin with, and then how it was translated here by our leaders, our volunteers, our donors, our members, and over time, over whatever we at, 56 years, I'm afraid I've lost track of that, but we are the beneficiaries of what they created. And just being in the garden every day makes me thankful for all of that effort that has gone into creating and nurturing this garden over time. So, that just naturally leads me to say thank you to all of our members, all of our volunteers, all of our supporters. We all know this has been a very trying year for everyone all over the world. And here at the garden, we literally could not have survived without your support. And to be able to continue to provide this experience, this incredible experience of peace and beauty to our community throughout this time has been so important. And I thank you, because it's meant that those of us who worked here were able to continue to work, but mostly we were able to continue to provide this to our community. Thank you.